Boyfriend of 2.5 years cheated on me. I have just been really going through it lately and would appreciate some advice. I apologize for it being long. I am and my boyfriend is. We were each other's first serious relationship. I wish I could say he was an awful boyfriend, but he was really the loveliest person I had ever been with. He was always very gentle and kind with me and really would go above and beyond. He very much would always talk about a future with us, etc., so I would say I would have married him. Throughout our relationship I know he suffered from confidence issues and lacked self-esteem, consistently would make little negative remarks about himself, and I think just didn't think he was attractive. I think he has always carried unresolved stuff from his childhood and was bullied for quite a long time into high school. 2 months ago we broke up because he had confessed that he downloaded Hinge for a week and used it to talk to girls. He says it was nothing sexual but more so just normal conversation. He confessed this around 3 months later after I saw the Hinge verification notification in his phone. He is very introverted and shy, so TBH I believe this, and he says he did it for validation. I guess he wanted to know other people found him attractive. The few days after this he really opened up and knows he fucked up, so there wasn't really fighting, more so just us talking about it and him reflecting, and I broke up with him. We have been basically no contact for 2 months other than him wishing me good luck on my exam and me talking about how it went, which I appreciated as I was super stressed out, lol. I know nothing justifies what he did, but in the back of my head I want him to stay true to his word on going to therapy / really addressing his need for validation, and I might want to revisit us in a year plus. Am I crazy, lol? We had a very strong connection, and honestly, being single, I think just with my age it's easy finding causal sex, not my thing at all, but quite difficult finding people who want a serious relationship. Thank you for taking the time to read through. Comment. Nice to see that you have some self-respect. The first one always stings, and it can either end with fond memories or BS. It is how you move on and learn from it. Stay far away from the casual hook UPS, as they are void of anything meaningful, and you seem to have a good head on your shoulders, so concentrate now on your goals and dreams. Love will always come after. This sounds similar to what I am going through right now. 3 days ago he told me he had downloaded a dating app and was flirting with girls. We have been together 7 years and have 3 kids, so this hurt me in my soul. He gave some of them his number, and the only reason he told me was BC one of them found out his real name, found out about me, and called him out. I'm struggling so bad right now. He says he was never gonna meet with anyone in person, just wanted to validate himself and gain some self-confidence, and it was all just talk and he didn't mean any of it. He says none of it had anything to do with me. Don't get me started on that bullshit line. But that does not make it okay. BC, I suffer from those things too and would never do something like that. She sent me the texts and they made me sick. I'm not completely stuck, BC, I have places I could go, but again, we have 3 kids and a house and just been together so long, I'm just broken and lost. He is willing to do anything to fix this, but the trust is gone. When I read your post and saw you ended things when he finally told you everything, I felt sad that I am clearly not as strong as you. You are strong and smart and no one deserves to be hurt this way. So seriously, good for you. You are lucky you don't have kids and things that tie you to him forever, so it was not as difficult to leave him. I wish it was that simple for me. Like you, I also know that my guy has always been a sweet person, has always been sort of insecure, and he's an introvert like me. So to be honest, I can barely process what's happened. Like my mind won't let me believe this is real life. BC, I never expected this to happen with him. BC, he's just not that person. I guess this goes to show anyone can be that person. So I guess what I'm saying is you aren't alone, this happens to the best of us. If you end up back with him, I hope he treats you like the queen you are and don't let him make you feel like you can't trust him. That goes for any relationship you may have, don't settle for anything less. You are young and have so much ahead of you. But being young doesn't mean you don't deserve the best, BC, you do. I wish I could take my own advice. Next story 2. Wife/partner of 9 years cheated and I kicked her out. Now it's me and our 6-year-old son. So my wife of 6 years, partner of 9, cheated on me in February 2023. Looking back, she has been gearing up for a year or so now. I found out, although I suspected something was happening, when I found her advert on Spare Room and asked why she was looking to leave. I struggled with letting go as I have abandonment issues, but honestly I can't even look at her anymore, let alone want her back. She became one of those toxic women who think all she has to bring to the table in a family is her flaps. I paid for everything and even gave her money most months. She walked all over me. She was never like this until a year ago. She had flaws, sure, we all do, but it was a fast, drastic change in who she was. She has mental health issues now and is getting help through BetterHelp apparently, but she sees our son for a couple of hours once a week and just lives her best little life for the rest. They say never say never. Well, I'm saying it now. I told her she has to pay the divorce fees, and the moment those papers hit my doormat I'll be putting in an application through the court for child maintenance and a court-appointed structure to custody. I don't know if that's spiteful or just because I need to make sure there is at least some clear responsibility taken for her son when she left me, quite literally holding the baby while she left to go sort herself out and have some fun. Honestly, I still love the woman I married, but this isn't her and never will be again. She got a better paid job and thought that made her worth more than what I was already giving her. Well, that toxic crap makes you less than you used to be, hun. TBH. She thinks she's going to do better out there, then good for her, go get it, but you won't get anything else from me anymore. Edit. Thanks everyone for the kind words and support. As part of her feeble excuse onslaught, she used money as an excuse at the time, so I've sent her the papers and told her she has to pay for it. There is absolutely no way I will take her back, but she had the disposable income in the household for the last year and has spent it on hair, clothes, nights out for her and her friends. In the UK it's done through the .gov website, so you basically pay when filing and there's no need for a reason anymore. Her family know what she did and she's just hidden from them and she'd away. At least she has some shame, although no guilt. Edit 2. I forgot to mention a couple of facts. The dude she had sex with was an 18-year-old potwash in the restaurant she still works at. The night I kicked her out she went on Bumble to bang for Roof, and the next morning that guy kicks her out. Before I kicked her out she was wanting me to hit her. I assume now that this was because she wanted an excuse to make it my fault. I absolutely said no and was very clear that I would never raise my hand to her or my boy. Doesn't mean I've not been tempted to go to her restaurant and kick the shit out of the boy she FCKD, but sadly I can't leave my son without a dad. Edit 3. So we had a conversation via text today. She said she tapped out months ago and just wants to go and be happy. Confirming the toxic modern woman crap. She wants to be responsibility free and 20 again and live her life. Honestly, good luck to her. She's 30, she has a kid, the only one she's medically ever going to be able to have, and he lives with me, so go enjoy that for half a minute, and when you grow up and realize I was the second best thing that happened to you, well, too late, your loss, I've tapped out too now, smiley face, hope it was worth it. Comment. I'm so sorry for your son and you op. That must have been devastating to find out. I can't get over how she only sees Lo a couple of hours once a week. That's heartbreaking. He must be so confused. It sounds like she's wishing she was a single woman with no responsibilities. I can tell this has exacerbated your abandonment issues. That's essentially what she's done. But you've now got to focus all your love and attention on being the best dad for kiddo. He needs you. And you need him. As for loving her, you loved the woman that she used to be. She no longer exists. Grieve for the end of your relationship. Talk to a therapist to help you navigate your feelings, if you're not already. Gather your support network around you and tell them how they can support you and kiddo. Let them. You got this op. Hi op, you should initialize the divorce process. She will not do it. She is living the life that she wants and keeping you in arm's way. You are the one that is suffering in the process. Talk to a lawyer. Did she abandon the marital home? Document that and ask the lawyer what else you need to construct the best case for you and your son. Good luck. I wouldn't wait on her to file for divorce. I'm not sure, but can't you can file and then request to have her pay for your lawyer fees? This way you put yourself at a better advantage in the whole process. I applaud you for taking care of your child, and you should definitely require her to pay child support if you're going to be the primary parent, which I hope you will continue to be. She stepped out on both of you. Protect yourself, your child and your sanity. Take the lead and file the divorce papers. You have to start naming up. If your wife thinks you are weak, she will continue. File the papers, and if you can prove it, use adultery as the grounds. If she ever meets anyone and asks why, she will either have to say I cheated or lie. If someone checks on her divorce file, then she is caught lying. Remember, a cheater always a cheater. Don't talk to her, let your lawyer do all talking, and there is an app, and sorry I forget the name, bits its use for visitation work kids, so you don't talk only by the app. She will cry during negotiations as she thinks you're weak, but say nothing. Your lawyer will get you what lawfare. Good luck to you and your son. If the future, remember, good guys get pushed around and cheated on. Don't be mean, but don't be pushed around. You need to show your son how to act.